Welcome to 1 Mega Video channel. Subscribe the channel, like the video, share with your friends. In this video, we will have a look at Sweden's royal family tree. If we observe carefully, the Swedish royal family these days is largely ceremonial. The country Sweden itself is democratically governed by its elected parliament, and King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden celebrated his 50th year on the Swedish throne in early 2023. He has slowly reduced the role of the royal family members in Sweden altogether for betterment and simplification of the Swedish royal house. Take this example for instance. In 2019, he stripped most of his grandchildren of their Swedish royal titles, leaving only the royal status and titles of Crown Princess Victoria's children intact. The Swedish royal family lost all formal executive powers in 1975, but they retained their royal titles and continued to oversee their patronages and represent Sweden abroad. As of 2023, the official Swedish royal house members includes King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden, Queen Sylvia of Sweden, their children, and two of their elder daughters' children with their royal titles. One of the Swedish king's most important royal duties is promoting Swedish interests in the country and outside worldwide. According to the Swedish royal court, the Swedish king and queen have made countless visits abroad throughout their reign over the years, and Princess Madeleine of Sweden and her family even lived in the United States of America for 5 years. King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden and Queen Sylvia of Sweden, aka Sylvia Sommerlath, both met at Summer Olympics of 1972 in Munich, Germany. Carl became the King of Sweden in 1973 after the death of his grandfather, King Gustaf VI Adolf of Sweden. In 1976, the Swedish king announced his intention to marry Queen Sylvia of Sweden, just over 2 years after ascending the Swedish throne. Queen Sylvia was the first woman to marry a sitting Swedish monarch in nearly 200 years. The night before the Swedish royal wedding, the world-famous singers group ABBA performed its favorite number named Dancing Queen in honor of the future queen. King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden and Queen Sylvia of Sweden together have 3 children together: Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, Prince Carl Philip of Sweden, and Princess Madeleine of Sweden. On July 14, 1977, Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden was born. At the time, the Swedish law only allowed male heirs to inherit the Swedish throne, but this royal rule was amended when she was just 2 years old, thus making the toddler heir apparent to the Swedish throne. Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden married her husband, Prince Daniel of Sweden, born as Mr. Daniel Westling. On June 19th, the royal duo met each other at the gym in 2001, where Daniel was her personal trainer. Both of them dated for around 8 years before tying the knot. Together they have 2 children, Princess Estelle of Sweden and Prince Oscar of Sweden. Born on February 23, 2012, Princess Estelle Sylvia Eva Mary of Sweden is the oldest child of Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden and Prince Daniel of Sweden. Because her mother is heir apparent to the Swedish throne, Princess Estelle is currently second in the line of the order of succession. On March 2, 2016, Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden and Prince Daniel of Sweden welcomed their second child, Prince Oscar Carl Olof of Sweden. Prince Oscar is presently third in the line to the Swedish throne. Though that position will shift in the future if his older sister, Princess Estelle, has children of her own. Born on May 13, 1979, Prince Carl Philip of Sweden is the second child of King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden and Queen Sylvia of Sweden. On June 13, 2015, he married Princess Sofia of Sweden, aka Sofia Hellquist. The royal pair have 3 children together: sons Prince Alexander, Prince Gabriel, and Prince Julian. In October 2019, King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden announced that the children of Prince Carl Philip and his sister Princess Madeleine of Sweden would no longer hold his or her Royal Highness titles, nor will be official Swedish royal house members. The royal children would not be expected to perform royal duties for the family, but they would be styled with aristocratic titles and remain in the line of succession for Swedish royal family. On April 19, 2016, Prince Alexander Erik Hubertus Bertil of Sweden was born to Prince Carl Philip of Sweden and Princess Sofia of Sweden. Over 100 royal guests attended his christening ceremony when he was just 4 months old, and as he is grown now, many have noted his strong resemblance in looks to his mother. What do you think? On August 31, 2017, Prince Carl Philip of Sweden and Princess Sofia of Sweden, second son Prince Gabriel Carl Walter of Sweden, joined the Swedish royal family. The toddler accompanied his mom and dad at the Säterdalen Nature Reserve to visit an accessible bench built in his honor in 2020. Born on March 26, 2021, Prince Carl Philip of Sweden and Princess Sofia of Sweden's third son is Prince Julian Herbert Folk. He was the first baby to be born into the family following King Carl XVI Gustaf's decision to trim down the Swedish royal house. According to the Swedish Royal Palace's website, he would retain the royal title of Prince but will not be styled as His Royal Highness. On June 10, 1982, King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden welcomed their third child, Princess Madeleine of Sweden. On June 8, 2023, Princess Madeleine married British-American banker Christopher O'Neill, and the royal pair have welcomed 3 children together: Princess Leonor of Sweden, Prince Nicholas of Sweden, and Princess Andrian of Sweden. In order to continue his finance career in the UK, Prince O'Neill declined to become a working royal family member of the Swedish royal family or a citizen of Sweden, and as such did not receive a royal title. His career in finance was equally important. Princess Madeleine and Christopher O'Neill lived in New York City in USA in the early days of their royal marriage before moving back to Sweden. They moved to Florida in USA with their children in 2018, though they plan to return to Sweden in 2024. In August 2023, the O'Neill family originally planned to return to Sweden. The Swedish Royal Court of Sweden's information manager explained the reason for pushing the move. She said, "It is simply that the time for the family with all that of move entails has been a little too short," she says. On February 20, 2014, Princess Madeleine and Christopher O'Neill welcomed their first child, Princess Leonor Lilian Maria, in New York City, USA. At the time of her birth, Princess Leonor of Sweden was granted a Swedish royal title, though she is no longer an official member of the royal court, following the palace's announcement to remove her children's royal titles. Princess Madeleine of Sweden responded on Instagram, writing, "This change has been planned for a long time. Chris O'Neill and I both think it's good that our children are now getting a greater opportunity to shape their own lives as private individuals in the future," she said. On June 15, 2015, Prince Nicholas Paul Gustaf of Sweden was born to Princess Madeleine of Sweden and Christopher O'Neill in Stockholm, Sweden. In so much young age, along with his immediate family, the young boy has already globe-trotted and lived in several cities, states, and countries around the world, including New York City, Florida, in USA, in cities of Europe, London, and Sweden. On March 9, 2018, Princess Adrian Joseph Alice was born in Stockholm, Sweden. Princess Adrian was christened on her parents' 5th royal wedding anniversary, which also happened to be the same day her older sister was christened 4 years before her. King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden underwent heart surgery in February 2023. The Swedish royal palace announced that he was doing well and expected to continue his reign for some time. In this video, we have tried to cover many things to know about the Swedish royal family and the royal family tree. Looking at this video, which are the things which you were not aware earlier and have newly learned from this video, and what other known and unknown facts that you are aware about the Swedish royal family? Share your thoughts to comment below, like the video and share with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching One Mega Video channel. Enjoy your life and have a nice day.